All right, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I am glad to be here. Wow, my voice is very loud today. That's all right, though. I want to just also want to say a big thanks and big ups to Liz. She is a total rock star. Worked with her. She is amazing, as is Edith. I want to, not to be Mr. Controversial, do want to touch upon a couple of things of what Liz said. Yes, of course, going to a listing camp I think is really important. But to you newer agents who don't necessarily have a history of listings, with the advent, who's aware of purple bricks? We aware of that? All right, cool. Who's worried about them? Good. There's nothing to be worried about. But my philosophy is a little bit different. If you are a newer agent, I'm going to move this back. If you are a newer agent, I think capturing buyers is just as important as listings, in many cases more important. And when I was a new agent, I had no listings, and I went after buyers like a madman. And I was the #1 agent in my office only on buyers. I didn't have one listing. And I did it all on buyers. So for your new agent, I think the advice, listings I actually think differently. I don't think listings control the business anymore. I think buyers are actually going to become a more important commodity, and I'm not trying to be controversial or give anything dangerous advice. My reason for this, for my thinking, is this. There is a downward pressure and an attack on listings. There is an attack that is going to get even more and more and more fierce over the coming years. So I'm just here to say, don't not take listings, but don't discount buyers. Because I think buyers, there was a Redfin report that we went over at PLG where buyers don't care about getting commission back. Redfin have now removed giving commission back, I think. And now what they're doing is they're flipping it to sellers, and they're giving sellers commission back. But the Redfin philosophy of buyers taking money, that's why they never stuck. They have an attrition rate of less than 1%. They have the best app in the business, and they have an attrition rate of less than 1%. So that means 99.5% of all people who are on the Redfin app use different agents. So I think buyers are really, really, really valuable and are going to become more valuable in the next few years. All right. I'm going to do a deep dive. I'm going to go all over the place today. I'm not going to just focus on real estate. I'm going to do broad strokes of where I think the market's going. Not just the market, but all sorts of commerce. And I'm going to play a couple of videos. And I'm going to start with, I want to show you this link. Hopefully it will have come up. Did it come up? No, it did not. Oh, yes, it did. Yes, it did. Okay, so I'm going to lead with this, which is pretty recent news. Software that fixes itself, okay? MIT have developed a program where this is it. This is Skynet. Computers are they don't need humans anymore to repair themselves. This is a recent advent. It now means, if you read this article, and there are other articles as well, the support department of these programs has now intentionally been shut down because they want the machines to figure out how to repair the errors themselves. Okay? 2017, 2016, this is it. This is the beginning of Skynet. Now, I happen to be not a doom and gloom guy. I happen to think that augmentation, or AR, we all know what AR is, augmented reality, I think it's going to be fan-frickin-tastic, and I think it's going to only improve our lives and those of us around us. All of you in here right now have got computer chips tracking what you do. Everybody does. Machines are not the enemy, and technology is not the enemy, and there are certain facets that we, as humans, I believe, should be running towards now. I hear technology, apps, shiny stuff. For me, that's all junk, and people don't care about it, even though I'm a tech nut. Empathy, being empathetic, being someone's advocate, anticipating what they need. These are not binary functions. This is the gray. As humans, we live in the gray. And I think if we try and beat out the machines and we try and beat out the binaryism of what machines do, we will always, always lose. This is October 29th, 2009. I actually put up the wrong thing, but there's a new article that came out a couple of days ago about this program being successful at repairing itself, and the support. The human support is now getting shut down. So this will live in a contained environment forever and will repair itself. They call it the immortal. It's an immortal system. That's right. It keeps repairing itself. It's immortal forever. All right. What I want to get into now is technology is moving so quickly. 20 years ago when I was a record producer, I remember walking into Melrose Mac on Melrose, and I needed to buy a 1 gigabyte hard drive, right? Which was about the size of this iPad and about that thick. And it was $1,000, right? $1,000 for 1 gigabyte. Go forward 20 years, I've now got 9 gigabytes in my watch, and I don't even need a phone for it. This is the new one where I can just walk out and I get my phone calls on my wrist. I can have it on my headphones. I can go running, and anything I need is right here, and I've got 9 gigabytes on my wrist. I'm going to play you. One of them's goofy. One of them's real. I'm going to play you a couple of things right now. I'm going to start with this, okay? An amazing remake of a movie that I thought there couldn't ever be a better Captain Kirk than William Shatner. Well, there is. Chris Pine, I think, is phenomenally good. And I'm just going to play you this, and I'm not going to tell you why I'm playing it until the end. Okay, hopefully we got sound.
You can get away with this. Your mother's off planet. You get your ass back home. Now, you live in my house, buddy. You live in my house, and that's one car. One scratch on it. And I'm going to whip.
You know what? Let me just stop this. Let me try this again. I'm going to grab this HDMI cable because I figured this might happen. I'm going to stick it in this. And then I'm going to stick this in this. And then hopefully it will work. Please work. Yep. Yes. All right. No sound. Okay. Can we do anything?
I mean, other than maybe unplugging it, trying to plug it back in, see if
Is this on the private network?
that I didn't get to.
We should probably take a break then, because everything I'm going to be doing is video. Sorry, guys. Talk amongst yourselves. Knock out some emails.
Yeah.
It is. How come it's so slow?
And, yeah, I mean, it should have more than enough bandwidth allocated to it.
It says signal too weak.
Do a quick speed test on it, probably.
Yeah, unable to connect, too weak. Apple TV, too weak. I can try again. All right, let's give it another whirl.
70, 80 megabits per second.
Yeah, it's too slow.
Too slow for what?
For streaming video?
Yeah, that's 10 times what you need for HD video.
Maybe it's the Apple iPad, the Apple TV.
Maybe.
All right, let's try again. Okay, let me whiz in. Hopefully we will. Take note of the motorbike. All right. Okay, so the point I'm trying to demonstrate here is science fiction. This is science fiction, right? When did this movie come out? 2015? Something like that, 2014, 2015, something, 2-3 years ago. I remember watching this, and the reason I'm showing you these technology items is it's not specific to real estate, it's specific to the world. We're in a massive, massive, momentous, and I mean that word meaning connected to momentum, uptick in technology. Within 3 years, our lives, if we choose, can be unrecognizable. AR will be just like looking at your iPhone. It's going to permeate every single facet of our business. Why am I talking about this today? I'm talking about it because if we're not on top of it and we're working with clients who are, they're going to look at us and they'll be like, they don't really know what's up, do they? They're a bunch of old crusties. I'm not going to work with them. So I think it's important for us to take note of what is going on. I want to now play another little video. This did come out this week. The Dubai police force. So I watched that 2-3 years ago, and I'm like, wow, that's brilliant, a motorbike. Wow, how are they going to do that? Is it magnetics? How can they have a jet engine on a bike? You can't fly that around the city. It's going to burn people from behind. Anyway, I couldn't quite get my head around it. And then the Dubai police force, well, they did, and they solved it. These motorbikes are now in action in Dubai. Right? Technology has caught up with science fiction. What is one of the biggest sectors in the United States economy? It's real estate. Technology is going to plunder it. And I'm not saying that we should be afraid of technology, but I'm saying that we need to be aware of what's going on and how we can utilize it and how we can enhance it. So, I'm going to play one more little thing as well. Now, just to give you an idea of why I think tech is important, when Apple was $43 a share, Apple was $43 a share. The BlackBerry was the #1 phone in the world. I took what money I had back then because I was newly married, and it was a long time ago. And I had this feeling through chat rooms that Apple was going to come out with a magnificent phone that probably most people in this room have in their pockets. I took all that money I had, I put it all in Apple, and then after Apple went up to about 600, I put it all into Netflix. And then I also did a few other things as well. I keep a really close eye on technology and where it's going and how we can apply it to our businesses. I'm now going to show you one more thing, which is not related to real estate at all, but I want you to be aware of this. Who's aware of Hyperloop? Couple of hands, all right? Take all the money you've got and put it into this stock. Everybody should run out today, drain their bank accounts, and put every single dollar they have into this, because this is the future of travel.
Imagine traveling non-stop at up to 670 miles per hour, above land or underground. This is Hyperloop, a new mode of transportation that has been developed by Hyperloop One. It starts with an electric motor, which is broken up into two basic components: the rotor, which rotates, and the stator, which is stationary. The stator is an electromagnet, so when an electric current passes through it, the rotor is magnetically attracted to spin. Unlike a normal electric motor, the Hyperloop 1 motor isn't circular, it's linear. And the rotor is on the pod, which is propelled magnetically as it moves over the stator. Hyperloop 1's unique technology uses magnetic levitation to guide and lift the pod off the track. Nearly all of the air inside the Hyperloop tube is removed using a series of vacuum pumps. This effectively creates our own sky inside the tube, as if you were quietly flying at 200,000 feet above sea level. This reduces drag so only the smallest amount of electricity is needed to achieve extraordinary speeds, and creates a more cost and energy efficient system than high-speed rail or airline transport. Hyperloop 1 will be automated by the most advanced systems in the world, allowing a safe and efficient journey that's never delayed or overbooked. Hyperloop is the first in form of public transportation in over 100 years. Fundamentally, it will change the way we travel, work, and live.
Okay, you get it. Richard Branson just committed to this week. He's going to be one of their main investors. I'm as certain as my children not going to college as I am about this. This, for me, is a slam dunk. Okay, so how does this all relate to real estate? What is it that machines, what is the one thing machines cannot do better than us? Because they can do everything better than us. Who said what? Thank you. Creative. Machines cannot create. They can sit down. There's been tests where you show a bunch of computers, Picassos, and then they'll paint a Picasso, but there is no soul. There is no soul. So where am I going with this in a very long-winded way? What defines us is not technology. Technology augments us and replaces us. The one thing that defines us is our story. Everybody here has a story, and I am fundamentally committed to my belief in storytelling, right? I'm seeing, if you go outside of real estate, because real estate is as dull as dishwater, if you go outside of real estate and you look at industries like fashion and music and TV and makeup and artists and underground movements and designers in Tokyo, none of them are selling their wares like they used to. It's all stories. Everything they do is stories. At PLG, we've grown a lot. I was speaking with Steve yesterday, and he wanted me to go over this with you. So through storytelling, because we're big believers in storytelling and video, before we as a company discovered a way to storytell, we had about 50 agents. Since we have began storytelling, and this relates to business as well. When I was an agent, I used to storytell through short form, through Facebook posts, through Twitter posts. I wasn't doing YouTube back then because there wasn't as much noise. Because of our video campaigns and our digital strategies, since we have implemented them, we have grown to 3 times the size in 2 years. We have about 500 videos that are online. How many of those videos have been recruiting videos, do you think? Shoot a number at me. How many? 0. How many mailers have we sent to agents? 0. How many cold calls have we done to agents? 0. Attraction, not promotion. That is the fundamental core ethos of PLG. Attract your clients, don't promote to them. Tell them about yourselves. Tell them about who you are, what you do outside of real estate. There are several campaigns that are going on right now. A lot of agents at PLG are doing video, and there are some beautiful, beautiful videos that are being made, and they only barely mention real estate in them. And we've tested them. I was going to get JC today on a FaceTime call, but he couldn't do it. We've tested these campaigns, and are they translating into business? Fundamentally, categorically, 1,000% Yes. Why? Because stories are memorable, shiny freaking flyers that say just sold, just listed, open house are a total freaking snore, burn them. Right? I find it absolutely beautiful that this industry is so resistant to change, and I'm demonstrating up here just how fast things are moving. I'm going to give everybody in this room, because the big question is, how do I start? What's my first video? Blah, 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 blah. I am going to give everybody in this room a freebie. I'm going to show you, if you're not sure how to do video, did we go away? Let's try it again. Okay. Technology, you got to love it. Come on. Oh, yeah. Are we up? Nope, we're not up. Oh, Christ. Okay, let's try this. Okay, for fuck's sake. Signal too weak. Some technology's great. Other technology's a pain in the ass.
I need Rick back in here.
Pardon me?
I need the audio guy back in here. I believe his name is Rick.
I'm new here.
Oh, my God. All right, I'm going to try and do it on my phone. I can't do my phone. My phone's being used. Can I borrow somebody's phone? What's the password, mate? You need your... What? Okay, let's try and sync up through this. You know what? I can't do it through that. I can't do it through that. Signal's too weak on the Apple TV, it's saying, mate. Wherever he is. All right. You know what I'm going to do? Thank God I brought a big screen. I'm just going to do it on here. So I need a volunteer. Step forward, my love. What's your name? Hind? Come on. Oh, yeah, like I know everybody on Instagram.
But you were the first one who commented when I switched to real estate, and that's how I remember you.
Really? What did I say? Don't do it.
No, you said welcome, and I thought that was like one of the genuine comments.
It was. I do all my own comments. All right, so let's see if this is back up now. Maybe I can do it through my thing. That would be really nice. Okay. Looking for Apple TV. Nightmare. Okay, please come on. Please, 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 please. Let's go not now. Is the tech guy around? Whoops. Okay, fuck's sake. Come on. I don't even know what the password is.
Yeah. Have we located him?
No, I can't. I'm handcuffed. What a disaster.
I'm Debbie.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Nice to meet you.
I'm William's fiance.
Nice to
Yes.
meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Did we find him yet? Maybe kick in the stall in the toilet? All right. Anybody know any jokes? Two realtors walking to a bar? Go ahead. It's all content. It's all whatever content you are putting out. Okay, please work, please. Okay, maybe we're back. All right. Come up, my love. Let's see if we can get this done, because we need to move on to Jeffrey. Okay, so I'm going to go create a new thing. My iPad, there it is. All right, so here is a freebie for everybody. This just came out. I'm sure you guys might have already seen the ads on Facebook for this. There is an app. Now, I'm never a fan of automating anything whatsoever. I believe we are in control of our own destiny. All of our social media, we need to take care of ourselves. We need to be creating content. We need to be posting stuff. And we need to, same again. I'm done. You know what? Let's be radical. Can everybody come down here and I'll do it on my iPad because you can't see it from the back. Yeah, Apple TVs. Yeah. So I need sound and I need HDMI.
Well, the sound, we were running all of it off of the HDMI that the Apple TV was on, so if you plug it into your device, it should
Didn't work.
work.
Yeah, it didn't work.
So I'm going to that, and unless it's the interface that's giving us
This
the
this
problem.
spits out sound at home.
Yeah.
Yeah. If everybody, we'll just do the first two rows. Let's just everybody gather at the front here because technology, ironically, this is a technology pitch, and the technology sucks. Now, I want to just check that I've got audio, and I'm certain I don't. So let me just play this. No audio. Okay. So,
You just hear the device go boom, boom.
huh?
It just made a noise through the system, but it wasn't your video.
I don't know what that means. Okay. So we have this gigantic screen behind us, and I'm going to do it on this gigantic screen right here so that you guys can see. All right, you at the back, you ain't going to see nothing. So you want to come down the front, or maybe go have a break and come back when Jeffrey's on? Okay, so I'm going to go to this website. You should write this down. It's called waymark.com. Okay? Waymark.com, and I'm not a fan of this stuff, is a site, hang on, where you can automate and create videos. Right? Waymark.com, there is a really cool way to test it. This is the site right here. Okay? And what this does, this is what I was talking about earlier with the MIT thing. This is intelligent analytics, where it pulls stuff from who you are as a professional and then slices it together and creates things it believes your clients would like to see. So I need Hind is our volunteer. Do you have an Instagram business account?
Yes, I do.
All right, so I'm going to type in, you go to this page now, okay? So what's your number, darling?
HIND
No, what's your phone number?
310
Yep.
691
691
6886.
6886. And what's your email address associated with your Instagram account?
Will be AINEB.
One more time. Yep.
AINEB. Real estate
Real estate
at gmail.com.
at Gmail. Okay. .com. All right. Find my business. So now I turn this around. You can see that it's creating, it's looking for stuff. Right here. It's going to find out who she is, choosing a video you love. We'll run your video out on Facebook and Instagram automatically. Now, there's a bunch of these programs out there, and they're all shite, but this one is actually pretty good. It's going to take a minute to think, and then hopefully everything's going to pop up. Right? It takes about 2 minutes, maybe a minute 30. Okay, here we go. So this is now found out who she is and what she's about. And I'm going to try and play it. Now, hopefully you will hear it. I'll put this near the mic. Hang on. Here we go. So that's pulling all the stuff from her Instagram account. Okay, now I'm not saying we should rely on just this, but having this as filler that goes in between really cool content that's storytelling, I think is decent. And this company seems to do a relatively good job. They're out of Detroit. I'm going to give you another one. Right? I mean, it's pretty damn good, right? And it keeps going. I like this one. Okay, and I'm going to play you one more. This one's pretty good. This is for Facebook. The others are for Instagram. Let me try and see if I can get it bigger. You know what, Steve? I'm going to go on your computer. That works, right? Let me do it on Steve's. It's taking, yeah. Is that up? Okay, cool. So let me just go into a browser here. Where are we? Safari. Okay. Can I change this?
Yeah.
Okay, so waymark.com. Okay, let's try this again. All right, let's bang through this quick, and then I want to do something else. Okay, so give me your phone number again, sweetheart.
310-691.
310. Shit. 691 6886 AINEB real estate at gmail.com. Okay? Find my business. So let's just I want you to hear it and see it, because you can't see it through my freaking thing. Now.
So this goes in and grabs what?
This goes in and it will grab parts of your Instagram accounts. It will grab phrases. It will grab words. It will try and look as much like you as you can. Now, this is the demo. So this is the kind of the new frontier, because you would think, okay, what exactly does this mean? And how much is it? How many videos do I get for $100? It doesn't work like that. It goes through impressions. So you can buy 15,000, that's a lot, 15,000 impressions for $200, right? Or you can scale it down, right? And I haven't dug too deep into the guts of this. Can you make it geo-targeted in LA? Probably, I would think so. Otherwise, you're advertising to the world, and that's pointless. So let me play this one again, so you get an idea.
So this is grabbing her stuff off of Instagram.
Grabbing her stuff off Instagram, yeah.
And it creates a video.
Sorry, say that again.
It goes out as a sponsored link, or it goes out on your...
It goes out as a sponsored link. Can we turn it up, mate? Right? Completely generated automatically. She has nothing to do with it. Okay, let me play the next one. Okay, I'm going to play you one more. This is for Facebook. See, this is the Facebook shape. I mean, it's pretty freaking good. Right? Now, obviously, you can get in there and tweak it, but thank you, darling. Big round of applause.
Can you edit
Yeah, I think you can. Big round of applause. Jolly good. Okay, so
When you say you can get in there and tweak it, what do you mean by that?
this is just a demo. So if I'm paying for their service, right? If I want 15,000 impressions on one of their videos, I want to be able to go in and tweak what it says. I would imagine.
Okay.
I haven't enrolled in it yet. I just found this week. But I think it's pretty freaking badass.
And then you would make it into a sponsored ad, and you would just put it out on
Correct.
Facebook?
It does it for you.
Okay.
It puts it out for you. I mean, I would imagine that you can get in.
You can target.
I would think so. I haven't dove too deep into the back end yet, but I would think you can probably do all of those things. Okay, so I want to just revert back to storytelling a little bit and how important it is for capturing business, right? I watch internet marketing like a madman. I'm watching all facets of it every single day. And fortunately, in real estate, I see a lot of the same stuff over and over and over again. Now, this is, if you are someone that likes to do door knocking and likes to send postcards and likes to do the traditional method, God love you. That isn't anything I ever wanted to do. And this, I can go on record and say every single deal I ever got, and I was the #1 Keller Williams agent in LA, and since then my business actually quadrupled when I started my own company. Every single deal I got through the internet. Every single one. Every single buyer, every single seller. Either I got introduced to them and they'd already done, they were already aware, maybe a handful of people I didn't know, but I would say 95 to 97% of all my deals came from the internet and coming out with marketing that didn't look, smell, feel, or resemble real estate. I'm a big believer in if the pack's all running in this direction, you run in this direction.
All right, let me jump in. This is perfect.
Uh-oh. I feel like I've just set myself up.
All right. So yesterday, you're going to love this. I had a meeting yesterday for teams. I had 21 agents in one room, and Denise was there, and these 21 agents represented over $1 billion in production over the last 12 months. 21 agents, $1 billion worth of production.
Insane.
It's a lot, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And you know what the conversation dissolved to yesterday? You know what it got down to? Mailers. It happens every fucking time. And it makes me want to throw up. It does. It just drives me up a wall. I mean, it just got down to, one person sending out 15,000 mailers every month. We started talking about the size of the postcard, what was on the postcard. I just want to pull my hair out. And then this morning I'm reading Inman News. And there was a section in Inman News about all the money that is pouring into real estate right now, and the technology, and just all this stuff. And I'm thinking to myself, what a disconnect between the room that I was in yesterday and what you're talking about and what Inman's talking about. I mean, there's just billions of dollars pouring in to this industry right now, and there's such a disconnect with, so you're talking about The herd is definitely
Yep.
living in the past. And why do people want to send mail? It's very simple. Because it's easy to do.
Yep.
You don't have to think. And what I figured out yesterday, though, is all this stuff only works if you're spending a high, if you're spending $20,000 a month on mailing, you're going to get something.
Yep.
If you're spending $20,000 a month on Zillow, you're going to get something. And in fact, Stephanie Younger, who spends a lot of money on Zillow every month, looked at her numbers, and her conversion rate on Zillow is less than 5%. Then I went into the performance coaching website, and I looked at the ratio of leads to business, and it's 30%. Just straight prospecting is much more efficient than Zillow leads.
Correct.
And what I love about what you're talking about is it's out of the box. This is not where people, they don't get it yet. You've talked about your company has tripled in size. Mm-hmm. You haven't done anything conventional.
Nope.
In any way, shape, or form.
Never did.
In your meetings, you're not talking about mailers. You're not talking about... And that's where agents go. And so you can sit here, and I think this is great. Why do people struggle with technology? Because it's exactly what happened here today.
Yeah.
Sometimes
It's a pain in the ass.
it's a pain in the ass. But that doesn't mean that you jump ship and go back to mailers.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd just jump
Thank
in
you,
with
Steve.
that.
I mean, I call that the Blockbuster philosophy. So I'm going to talk about it for a quick second. So I remember watching, and this is what made me put my money in Netflix. Who remembers Blockbuster, right? We all remember Blockbuster. We all went there every freaking night, right? Getting our videos, or me and Jeffrey getting our VHSs. Betamax, we were cool. And I remember watching on a Saturday afternoon or a Saturday night or something, there was the Blockbuster Movie Awards. Remember those? It was on like NBC or CBS or something, right? Massive, 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 highly promoted, loads of money, loads of celebrities handing out those buckets of gold popcorn. Remember that? And as I was watching the show, I was dating this deeply troubled, psychotic, satanic woman from England, who I've got nothing but love for. And she turned me on to Netflix, and I remember watching this little red envelope come through my letterbox and hit the floor as I'm watching the Blockbuster Movie Awards. That was on a Saturday. On the Monday, I took all the money I had in Apple and I moved it into Netflix. And it's still there. And I bought Netflix, I don't know, $20 or something. It's going to hit 1,000, I think, probably within 18 months. They're spending $7 billion on content. $7 billion. Anyway, the Blockbuster effect is this. Blockbuster were king of the hill, right? Now, those people in that room, I'm sure they're all nice folk. In fact, I know they're all nice folk.
They are.
And I wish them nothing but
Right.
success, right? I wish them nothing but continued $2 billion next year and $5 billion the year after. My little tiny English distorted brain says to me, this is the Blockbuster effect, right? This works now, but I don't think this is going to work in 2 years. And I think what's going to happen is Blockbuster had the chance to be king of the hill. All they needed to do was stream, right? They had all the outfits. They were doing gaming. They were doing videos, DVDs, anything you can imagine. They were king of the hill. And the boardroom of old farts in suits said, I don't think we're going to do streaming. And crash they went. And so for me, postcards and mailers, yes, if you are Stephanie Younger and you've got that budget, God love you. But if you're a new agent and you don't want to be dropping 25 to 50 G's a month on Zillow leads and on postcards, what do? You have to break through the incredibly deep and getting deeper by the hour vanilla vomit that just surrounds our industry. And the only way to do it is storytelling.
We got a new term there.
Huh?
We got a new term.
Vanilla vomit.
Vanilla vomit.
Keeps
All right.
spewing out every
Add
day.
it to the list.
And I'm going to jump back on Steve's computer because I want to play you something. Let me just jump out of here. We're back in. Hopefully hit escape again. Go down. let's go back to here. I'm going to hit YouTube. Okay. Can I hit any of these?
Yeah. You can go on.
Any of them?
Yeah.
Why is that a fist?
All right. We want to go YouTube?
Yeah. Cool. Okay, cool. I'll do it. Thanks, mate. So, storytelling, and I'm going to give you an example of storytelling. It's a video of mine. I'm only going to play you a couple of minutes, but I want to show you. Okay, there we are. Let me just. Okay, I'm going to whiz it. Got to wait for a minute for the advert. What's that one? 2 down on the right-hand side. Good God. Skip, skip, skip. Thank you, thank you.
Through the day, the conference is going really, really, really well. In a way, it's very, very flattering to know that my videos reach the audience here. So many people have come up to me and told me like specific episodes and storylines that we've had. It's really, really, really tough.
3 days.
Chicago is badass. The people here are so warm.
3 days.
The conference is going to conclude, and I'm going to do my very best to see if I can head to downtown Chicago to experience some of that authentic Illinois vibe that everybody tells me Chicago is just oozing. Okay, be well. So I made it to the middle of Chicago. Michigan Avenue is just above me. I'm about to walk up there right now. And I'm literally going to be following my nose, which smells diesel very strongly right now. And I'm just going to go where it takes me. I'm really excited to be here. This is brilliant. Very urban. Not very urban.
All right, we're going to stop it. So, it's nothing fantastic, right? I mean, I'm kind of pleased with it. Now, do I feel like a total plonker walking down the street with a camera in front of me? You bet. Do I walk past people and they're like, you bet. But do I ignore it? Absolutely. Do I feel like my skin is melting? Who remembers the last scene of Raiders of the Lost Ark? Nobody. Where the skin was melting, remember that? Do I feel like everybody thinks I'm a complete knobhead? Who's that old guy, old white guy? Like, what's he doing? Is he FaceTiming to his grandkids? You know. But I force myself through it. And I want to show this as a demonstration because what this is in the extreme. I just want to encourage everybody. Everybody's got a story. Everybody's got families. Everybody's got kids. Everybody's got interests. And what we do in real estate is we don't show them. We just show this two-dimensional, boring horse shit that Purple Bricks is going to crush. Purple Bricks doesn't have personality. Purple Bricks is a machine. Purple Bricks can't tell a story. Purple Bricks doesn't hang out and go to raves and wave glow sticks. You know? This, I believe, is how we're going to capture business and continue to capture business and fall into the category. There are 2 categories. If we fall into the category of general practitioner, attorney, real estate agent, we're good, right? A family business. If we fall into the category of, well, I can get it cheaper through the internet, we're dead. So we need to run ahead of the internet, stay ahead of the internet, and we will prevail. I was going to show you something on Facebook, but I'm out of time. I'll save that for next time, and it is friggin' gold. There is a new way to advertise. In fact, you can Google it. Just please Google Facebook lead ads. Game changer. Game changer. It allows you to have landing pages within Facebook, capture the information automatically grow your database, spit it into your CRM, you got them. And people are not doing this in real estate at all, but they will in the next 18 to 24. All right, I'm going to shut up now. Sorry about all the technical problems, everybody. I will be doing another motivation and media clinic focusing on the 2018 business plan. What's coming up in 2018? If anybody's interested, you can just go at Peter Lorimer. My phone number is 310-666-PETE. That is my real number. 310-666-PETE. All right, thanks very much indeed.
All right, thank you.